We're still
Exactly.
human. And I think it's important to acknowledge that. And that's why I'm so huge about also emotional intelligence and learning how to manage your emotions and process your emotions, because that is just as much of a part of the entrepreneurial journey as your business making money,
Mm.
because you are a crucial part of your business, especially if you're just starting out. And so, yeah, I hope that that helps.
Of course. And, I love what you said about it's like having a proper outlook in the word balance, right? Yes, the business is very important, like a task or a project that you're working on is very important. But just like anything else, you need proper balance. You need to set a time to rejuvenate yourself, to refresh your mind, refresh your body, because people get tired, and if you don't take that rest, a small rest, you will get to a point that you'll be burned out, right? And then when that happens, everything will fall down. Then you will have regret. Then the negative thoughts comes in that you didn't do enough. What have I done wrong? Am I not good enough? It will mess up your mind. So I love what you said, that take time to focus on, you know, um, take a break. The business is still gonna be there. Focus on things that will bring you life. May it be reading a book, drinking coffee or tea, camping, dancing. See, I'm using the words that you do because, guys, Shelly here is a very good dancer. She has check her Instagram like stories. You will see her dancing,
Oh, you
running.
ain't seen nothing.
No, but that's a good reminder to everyone that it doesn't need to be like a very serious thing that you need to do aside from business. It may just be a simple, walk in the park,
Mhm.
drinking a cup of coffee, having a dance with your loved one, having fun, climbing up the mountain, uh, camping, or cooking. Something that would bring you peace,
Mhm.
something that would bring you balance and rejuvenate you, so that when you bounce back, when you do that again, when you work on that business again, when you focus again, you are more prepared for it, right? You can think straight, you can focus right, you have a sound mind and a balanced life. Is that
Oh, I
right?
love that. And one more thing I want to add to that I think is super important, that I just recently in the last like year have integrated into my daily routine,
Mhm.
is like a daily ritual. And so at the beginning of my journey, it was all about hustle, hustle, hustle. You got to get it in, you got to do it, because there's this fear you're going to miss out. And if you're not hustling, you're not a real entrepreneur. And if you're not losing sleep, you're not doing it. And it's like, dang, like I can't do that my entire life. Like, and then you realize like, it is a journey. The entrepreneurship path is a journey, not a destination, because even when you get there, you're going to go on to the next thing, right? And so here's the hack, the life hack I'm going to give you is implement a daily ritual. And what I mean by that is, for me personally, I wake up in the morning, I don't look at my phone for 5 minutes. I call it the 5 minute ritual. I do it every single day. Sometimes I do it for longer if I have longer, but I've committed to myself that I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to go into my meditations. I'm going to set my intentions for the day, which is helps frame my mindset in a positive way. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to be in my gratitudes, and I'm just going to take a minute to be with myself. And doing that every single day is like an anchor for me. And allowing myself the space to do that, which I didn't used to do, because I would wake up and automatically be like, I got to grind, I got to answer people, I got to answer these emails, I got to make these sales because I got to be enough, and it's so exhausting. And it's like, no, like when I take care of me, that's what's going to ensure that this business will be here in the long term. So you have to really allow yourself permission to give yourself that space. And even if it's for 5 minutes, it doesn't have to be something super long.
Wow, and I'm guilty of not following that. The moment I wake up, I get my phone. I was like, okay, emails. I need to read emails. Okay, who's gonna be in the next podcast episode? So, well, that's a good practice. And it really shows that small things like that can make a difference, right? And I have this the reason why most of us, before have this mentality that you need to really hustle and you need to really chase projects, chase clients. If you're not gonna be working hard, your business will collapse. Is that the people before who started, who are our mentors in the industry? They have this mindset. There's a different culture in how you run a business before. People go to house, knocking at doors, really hustling. So they have a different environment back then. But then now we have a different era. It's a different generation. Like, so you don't have to follow those mentality of really hustling and chasing people, chasing clients, and losing your life. It doesn't apply anymore. This is my opinion, and we are entitled uh, for each own opinion on this perspective. But in in what I see in your life and in what I do and other people in the same core, you can enjoy your business. It doesn't need to have full of stress. You can enjoy your business, you can enjoy your journey, you can enjoy what you are doing. Because for me, yes, like what you've said earlier, you're earning a lot, but you miss like what, half of your life because you're working so hard in a business. And don't get me wrong, it's good, you're establishing an empire, but at what cost, to what extent,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, at the end of the day, like I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, is like I feel like my purpose is to share my voice with the world. It's like if I'm miserable and stressed out, and you've seen me when I've had stressed
Oh
moments, I'm
yeah.
still human. I mean, there's moments where I allow the hustle to take over, and I'm really still working on that balance. But like when I'm not in a good place, it doesn't serve anyone around me. I can't really show up in my higher self. I can't really show up in my heart-centered power to deliver something that will really change their life because I'm all stressed out. And I think that that's part of the problem with people's focusing on hustle, hustle, hustle. It's like you're forgetting about the people, which is why you even started. At least for me, I know that there's people doing business for other reasons, and that's okay. We all have our paths, but I think that if you are more of a heart-centered human, you realize that you have a desire to want to help people. And when you're not right in your mind because you're just money driven or you're just fear driven, like you're going to miss out, you're missing the boat when it comes to really serving your community and serving the people who need what you have. That's the thing. When we're called into a message or a purpose, like, like there's people that are deeply impacted by the things that you do. And in a good way. Like if you can continue getting your message out there, you can help so many people. And there's a reason that you're having that push, so to speak, that you feel that within you, like there's got to be something more, because people need your gift and only you can deliver it, because you're the
Wow.
only John and I'm the only Shelley, and our lives and our experiences that make us who we
Oof.
are so amazing, and only it can come from us.
It's not about the destination. It's not even about the journey. It's your perspective along the way that matters. So, I mean, that speaks a lot, right? It's not about the destination. You can be successful. You can earn a lot of money. And that is important though. Don't get me wrong. The reason why we run a business is to earn.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much, because a lot of people are missing so much because they're so focused on the goal, the drive, the goal. And like, don't get me wrong, like to build a skill set and to build something new requires a lot of energy and effort and focus, but that doesn't mean that everything has to be tossed aside. And there's seasons for reasons, right? There's seasons where the hunters and the gatherers would go out and hunt the food, and then there's the times that they enjoy it. And so if you're not taking time to enjoy and reaping the benefits of what you've created, then what's the point? And so even if you want to make $1 million, like, why do you want to make $1 million? You know, do you think it will give you some better sense of self, or are what you really seeking is like deep connections? Because those don't require any money. Those
Yeah.
require you being yourself. And a lot of people are confused on who they are because they're trying to be what they think everybody else wants them to be.
Now
I mean,
that's a
just
different
saying.
topic, right? The identity, why you do what you do. Like, oof, I love that. That's gonna be a whole new different topic to talk about. How about Shelly? Sharing some tips, basic tips that you can share for our listeners, for our viewers, about having a positive mindset that they can use in their journey, everyday journey in their business.
I love that. I think the number one thing that has empowered me the most is self-education. So if your current environment, aka the people that you surround yourself with and what you insert into your brain and what you listen to, if it is not helping you become the person that you want to be, or increasing your positive mindset, then I say get rid of it. Just like the diet that we eat is so much more than our food. The diet we intake in our mind and in our ears is so important. So who are you allowing to influence you? So your environment, I would say, is the tip. What are you allowing in your environment, and what are you intaking? And so allow yourself, get a pen and a paper and write down all the people that you talk to the most. Open your phone, see who you're texting the most. Do these people help you become the person you want to be, or are they gossip, drama, negativity, like seeding doubt in you? I mean, what's crazy is I had family members that literally told me that I couldn't do what I was setting out to do. And it's okay to love people at a distance, but I think it's important to really take a fine look at what your environment is and set up your environment to help you feel more positive. Little tips, like I mentioned, in the morning, I always set my day with my intentions. I do gratitudes. What am I grateful for? Gratitude is the quickest thing to shift me out of an
Love that.
egocentric, self-focused, negative mindset and into like, wow, there's so much more to life. And even if you have to be grateful for your fingernails, I mean, like, there's so many things to be grateful for. You got to think of something. So gratitudes, your environment, look up YouTube videos. There's so much free content out there. There's so much
Listen
free
to
stuff.
podcasts like this.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say next. Podcasts, videos, books, self-help books.
Mm.
I mean, if you're focused in a certain niche, go into that niche and learn from the best. And, some of my best mentors don't even know that I exist, because I call my mentors because I've ingested all of their information.
Right.
But I didn't pay them or anything. I just read their books. I watched their videos. And that's the beauty of the landscape that we live in, is we can learn, we can self-educate, we can create an environment to help us, and we can be grateful along the way.
Wow, powerful tips, and I'm sure that a lot of our viewers and listeners will follow that, for them to have a positive mindset, and for them to handle their stress more, and handle their business properly. And because I'm sure I'm gonna follow that. I'll try. All right,
I'm
so
going to check in with you. Be like, did you do it?
did you do it? Are you looking at your phone?